And we're back with the Banner Saga. We are in Einertoft, the sort of new capital of the Varl after Grofheim fell. And I think we need to rest, and hopefully tomorrow Jorundur, King of the Varl, will speak to us. I bought all the supplies I could at the market. We're up to 7 days of supply. Not great, but we didn't have any extra renown. And let's rest. As you settle in, you receive word to come to the Great Hall the next morning. Ivor suggests not speaking unless addressed, and even then, keep it short. In your dreams that night, you see Varl kings fighting with dredge lords. An ominous feeling lingers as you prepare to enter the Great Hall. We also had made explicit that the god of the Varl is dead, the god that makes Varl, part human, part beast, and thus the Varl alive now are the last Varl to ever live. And it's very sad. I guess it's time to go to the Great Hall. And we're told keep it short. Don't speak unless spoken to. We can try to follow that. I think we should do what Ivor tells us. I think that's good advice in these games. Is Ivor tells you something. Ooh, interesting graphic. Enough, Eyvind. The bridge stands. Find some other way. Greetings from Wormtoe, Jorundur. I've brought an ally, says Crummer. Who are these people? We don't have time for games, says Luden, the idiot prince. Wait, I know you, says the king. And now we're out of sort of a weird half cutscene, not quite cutscene, not quite not cutscene. Ingvar among us again. Is this what the end of the world looks like? Jorundur steps down from his throne to get a closer look. In the light, you spy deep wounds on the Varl king. It was my last option. You look like death, Jorundur. The Sundr came through Grofheim. All of them, or we would still be there. A few thousand Varl remain. Oh, we've met up with Hakan again. That's great. I don't think we know what Sundr means, do we? I don't remember if we know, so I won't say anything more there. A few thousand Varl remain. Bellower has been following us since Grofheim. That is what he does. What will you do? Okay, so we must know. Sundr are like the ultimate superpowered of the Dredge, the leaders of the Dredge, and Bellower is the blood red one that has followed both caravans, actually. But all the Sundr came through Grofheim. Yeah, Grofheim was screwed. Not like just one. Remain. There is no better place for us than here. We make our stand in Einertoft. But even if Einertoft falls, the Varl won't be wiped out. Hakan is taking our best warriors to Arborang, as we were discussing. I'm not going, Jorundur. We're needed here. This is not a debate. A messenger bursts through the doors, cutting the tension. He says a Stonesinger has been cutting a path across the bridge. Gods, can we not have a moment's respite? They should not be here already. A Stonesinger is with them. Let me bring down the bridge, as I said. It will buy us. I said the bridge stands, Mender. I say it again to you, and the Prince of Men, and the whole Mender Council, were they here. I will not say it again. Hakan, you go to Arborang. Eyvind, do not even touch that bridge. Am I understood? You are. Then I'll confront the singer myself. Nobody tries to stop Eyvind, but many follows as he leaves the Great Hall. It's the first time we're going to see Eyvind in action. We haven't really seen what Mender's whole shtick is, like what they can do or what they can't do. The Mender walks past great companies of Varl on the way to the bridge. A tall, thin creature stands there, two black spears over its shoulders, ringed by dredge. The Varl have backed away in fear. Eyvind stops before the stilt-legged figure. Suddenly, Ivor is beside you. We should help him, what is that thing, or say nothing. If we were with Jorundur, I would say nothing, because we were told not to talk much or only speak when spoken to. I think we should help him. You expect Ivor to refuse, but instead he locks eyes with you. Listen to me, Rook, he says. You will probably die here, and so will everyone else who steps on that bridge. Look at your daughter. Are you prepared for that? No, but we're doing it together. You're not doing this alone, I picked. The other option was, no, I won't do that. I won't stop you, says Ivor. Fight like it's your last. You're not sure what to expect, but you draw your axe and soon find yourself standing behind Eyvind on the bridge, wondering if you made the right decision. This is almost certainly a battle, right? As I recall, if I remember right, if we don't fight with him, I think the Hakan party does in your place. It's kind of neat. Like, either way, you get to pick a fight with a party. All right. We can have Eyvind go first. Eyvind is already level 5, and his most important stat is Will. So we're going to max out Will, and then I guess make it harder to kill him. His Exert and his Break won't matter much for reasons we'll see. He is our first unit that is just a completely will-oriented unit. It's okay if Assault loses 2 strength, right? That's not a big deal. We're not using a Let. Hogan and Mogan. Are they better than weak Crummer? They're probably better than weakened Crummer. Yeah, we obviously want Eagle. I think this is just our party, right? We'd be resting Crummer here anyway, but Eyvind subs in for him. Yeah. We can give him some equipment. He doesn't need aggro. I mean, we don't want him to have that. Will per kill could be useful. None of these really seem relevant to him. I mean, we haven't shown yet what he can do, but I don't think we have any equipment ready for him. Really excited for when we can equip Farthing Jord on Rook. +3 break is an incredibly good equipment. I think even for like the entire trilogy of the series, items and levels carry over between games. So like I think that's like even by the end of the series, one of the best break boosting items. So actually, this is a spot we can look at the battlefield. You can see the Varl fighting all around us. You can see some icons that look familiar. One that looks, couple that look like Hakan. Lot that look like generic ones. You can see them battling in a kind of perpetual loop over here. You can see a whole lot of dredge. What are we facing? An 8-8, an 8-10, 8-10, 8-8, 9-10. This looks pretty weak except for the Stonesinger, which has a move called Rupture, which is pretty irrelevant, and a move called Umbrage, which every unit on his side will like lose 2 armor and gain 3 strength. And so suddenly these 8-10s, 6-13 is not that scary if you get the first hit. But if that happens like twice and they start getting the first hit, it can be really scary. They also can poison you when they hit you, which does continual strength damage. So they're a real threat. And that can get through things like Eagle's defenses. Now, I don't think the enemy units are close enough we can really show off what Eyvind can do immediately. So we're going to start just resting with him. But it's going to be really useful for him to stay high on will, because if we look at his abilities, he has Mend. Mend, for half his will, I think rounded down, so, for 1 will, he can heal half his will's worth of armor. So if he's at 13 will, if we keep him at full will, he has a move that can heal at basically, I think, any range. Yeah, any range. It just automatically selects our units 6 armor, which is like pretty great for a turn. Arc Lightning hits a certain range. Wherever it hits for 2 strength damage, skipping armor, and it skips on the diagonal. So if you see where I'm hovering, it would also, if a unit was here, it would hit them, and it does additional damage each time, and can keep zigzagging for a lot of damage, including going through your own units, which means we have to be careful about it and enemy placement. So he's loading up now to cast the strength boosting ability, and that's scary. I'd like to move just out of enemy range, so let's go here. So on his next turn, all their units will get a boost. I should have checked which unit gets the next turn for them, but this is excellent. Maybe we'll move here, leave a path in the middle just for other units to hit our opponent. And Fasolt has 3 break. Again, we don't mind much that his strength is down because his power is armor and break, which are honestly great powers to have. I don't think Eagle even needs to use his move here. It's not like anything's going to reach him this turn. We don't have to waste anything. And we can keep breaking. You don't have great break, but actually, yeah, she can already do 3 damage. He'll hit Fasolt here, but that's fine. Fasolt has such huge armor. And we can now regenerate armor, which is incredible. Let's go here just so he's not in the way if Oddleaf or someone needs to move forward. And just bring this guy to 3. He'll be brought back up to 6 by Umbrage, the effect of the Stonesinger, but that's okay. Okay. These two are diagonals. So let's see what our range is. Pretty good range. You can already almost reach him. I think we just need to move 1 forward. And now with Arc Lightning, we can hit this, and it will go to this. We can boost the damage by spending Will, but as I said, with Eyvind, I want to keep his Will high, because having a way to continually regenerate armor is kind of a game changer, and something we haven't seen yet. -2 armor, +3 strength. So everything is a lot more of a threat once that goes off a few times. But Ivor is still a beast, so we'll bring this guy to 1. This is in range, it can hit someone, but it's at 6, that's okay. We don't mind if she takes some armor damage. It's going to be a while till your next turn. Shame I can't reach this unit. I'm just going to move up and maybe break this guy. I don't really want to kill him. I don't think I have much better to do. So, Eagle. Here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to move Eagle here and have, and I don't even need to Stonewall. And I'm going to have Eyvind, Rook mark Prey. And that's I'm gonna share the kill a few ways, because we're trying to get kills on a few characters. So we're gonna move Oddleaf up so she can hit. There's nothing all that useful for her to hit, but just so she has this guy in range, we'll, I guess we'll just bring him to 1. But we're looking to have Eyvind, sorry, Rook. I keep saying Eyvind now. Finish him. All right, 2 armor damage to Eagle. Maybe I should have defended. But this way, I'm going to get a kill on a few characters. Maybe I should go for the one up here. No, I want to get the kill on Eagle. So this is going to get a kill on a few characters that I am looking to promote. Yeah, got a double promotion. Nice. That's nothing. And now, I think this time, we want to heal armor. So I think Eagle at 14 armor is worth a bunch. We could hit a little damage here, but I don't think that's a big deal. No, not you, Eagle. And now, like, if we can just run Eagle into the middle of battlefields, how do they damage him? He uses his huge move, and what do they do? I might have come too close. Yeah, this guy can reach me now. That's a pain, because he can poison, and poison will do strength damage. But this isn't a war, so it's not like this fight's gonna have 2 parts to it. Now we gotta get Fasolt out of the way. The explosion's probably gonna kill this 2-1. Yeah, because I think that's gonna go off this turn, but nothing we can do about that. Maybe I should have spent 1 extra to make that. So we lose a kill there. But we got an extra kill just now, so not the end of the world. I have ample resources here to use a Stonewall. I have 6 will. And they're using Umbrage again. That's great to see, because we're going to be able to hit the 613 down, hopefully, before it gets a turn. Maybe not. Okay. I guess we'll set a trap if the 613 Stonesinger wants to run forward. So there's a fair chance it does. Nice. Nice, and that wastes their turn. God, I love setting traps. Shame we can't mark Prey this turn, but we can definitely get it into manageable range. Okay, we'll just... that probably will go off before we get our next turn. Huh. Right, we'll get Eyvind a little closer, because if he can Arc Lightning, that may prove useful. And who can we help on the armor side? Probably just Fasolt. Get him back up to like 20. Yeah, 21. Great. Right, they used Umbrage again. We were hit by something. One of the archer moves took away our ability to exert. So I'm actually just going to stand still this turn, because I don't want to move in range of the 10-13 with poison. Alright, that was pretty bad, but I'm okay if they poison Fasolt. I don't really care about his strength too much. We'll bring this one down to 3. And it turns out Stonesinger's... Oh, I forgot to move out of the way. Shit. That was dumb. Stonesinger's not really that scary. Okay. I'm going to go here and just be ready to, if we mark prey the 4-8, have him ready to get the kill. Alright, so now we're going to see poison. So now he takes 1 health damage every turn, which is pain. I can admit this. Alright. Oh, he'll move after this, but he was going to move anyway on his turn, so Eagle, I guess, won't get the mark prey kill. Actually, we can't quite get in range. Okay. So I guess we want to start working on you. And I am willing to use willpower on this for sure. I'm probably a bit stingy with willpower, especially on this difficulty. Like, can probably run through it more freely than I do. Because, like, we have 3 bonus will up here. I'm just going to spend it on Eyvind, just so Mend is ready to go. But actually, we can hit you for 2 and you for 3. Let's do that, yeah. Let's get some damage on the Stonesinger. Hopefully they keep attack. They're using Umbrage again. That's fine. We have them pretty low. It's not like they'll be all that scary. I guess I'll move here. Not sure that's useful. I'm just going to push this guy back. I don't really want to get kills on Ivor anymore. Not sure I was doing much there. Don't really have a game plan on that. Yeah, so we're taking strength damage each turn. We're only at 6. Actually, probably... He's going to do 2 armor damage to himself anyway, but that'll take him down to 0, and hopefully we have someone who can hit him a nice amount after that. Like Eagle. Yeah, we're definitely going to move Eagle next to things, because that way we can mark prey with Rook, who hopefully has a turn soon. They get the stat boost. Yeah, let's get Oddleaf into range. She shouldn't die here because we have all of their power quite low. Yeah. Do we just kill the Stonesinger? Rook goes next, so Rook can mark prey that one. So we'll kill the Stonesinger this turn. We'll mark prey the 1-6. Oh. When the Stonesinger dies, all the things he's boosted, those stats must go away. I didn't know that. I didn't mean to get a triple kill there. Huh. The Stonesinger falls hard, or maybe the fight just ends when you kill it? A howl like a hurricane sweeps across the bridge, the dredge part like a black sea. From their depths steps a crimson behemoth, or as I pronounced it as a kid, behemoth, and a wave of sheer terror hits you like you've never felt before. Bellower. Get the Mender out of here, Ivor hisses, and run. Your legs move, almost with a will of their own, though you can't pull yourself away from watching what happens next. Dun dun dun. It's Ivor versus Bellower. Who you got? Alright, just ready? Okay, let's go. Gods, what was I thinking? We can't even reach them. That's annoying. Okay, so we can move 1 past where we are. So if we go back 2, we should be out of range. Right, what's its stats? I should have checked. 2020. Okay, we get the first hit. 2020 beats 1816, but can get in 5 break. 1520. It's tough because we can't go at its health until we've broken armor, and if it keeps hitting us for 4 damage each turn, we keep having to lower its armor more before we can counterattack. We can start hitting at its health soon, but I think we want to get it to 0 armor. Well, I shouldn't have expended the extra. I should have put it to 1. Okay, we're at 4. They're at 20. But we can start hitting. Wait, they just heal? Yeah, they get +3 back a turn. So yeah, in case it isn't obvious, this fight is meant to be a forced loss, but actually I'm doing remarkably well. It also heals an armor point each turn, which is absurd. This is the best I've ever done on this fight, but it is a forced loss, right? Getting it down to like, yeah, it's just healing 3 a turn, so it's just outpacing us, yeah. Brutal fight. Sundr are very strong. Oh no, Ivor. Defeat, but your enemies will not forget this day. Injured, Ivor. Injured. We can take injured. We can't take dead, but we can take injured. Don't get renowned for that one. That makes sense. Ivor writhes in agony, his arm torn clean off by Bellower's onslaught. The Sundr raises his weapon for the killing blow. Sundr, face me, screams an uncertain Eyvind, stepping back onto the bridge, raising his staff high. Even from here, you can see his arm trembling. You feel practically frozen in place, watching. Alright, what's Eyvind got to say? Can he handle a Sundr? 2020 with regeneration. His move does what, 2 a turn? But we're in a cutscene. Oh, that's what we saw coming out of the mountain. Eyvind recoils in terror from the massive serpent that has appeared in the distance, and even Bellower backs away. It is very unclear to me, did Eyvind summon that and then feel terror? Or did it just happen? Was it drawn to power he was going to use? Very unclear, right? And I think very much meant to be unclear. I'd be curious what people think on that, if you haven't played this before. Eyvind recoils in terror from the massive serpent that has appeared in the distance, and even Bellower backs away. It leans in close to inspect the 2 armies, flicks its great tongue, and then indifferently lurches over the mountainside and out of sight. The dredge are a knot of confusion. Some cower, others crouch in what looks like worship. Hakan shouts orders above the din. Varl rush forward, bowling over surprised dredge, gaining ground. Bellower has receded back into the horde. Jorundur watches from atop the steps. Hurry, says Eyvind, suddenly pulling at your arm, snapping you out of the moment. You rush to Ivor, laying on the ground amidst the fighting, still breathing despite a missing arm, and drag him back into the city. Well, as long as Ivor's not dead, things are okay. Things don't seem okay, do they? We have some renown, so I'm going to hit up the market, I think. 1 renown gets 3. It's not the most amazing exchange rate, but I want to do it. Oh, maybe that's wrong, because maybe I should be maybe I need a little more renown to try to promote Rook, because Rook could equip Farthing Jord, and that would be great. I also would like to promote Eagle, so I can start giving him stuff that gives him more armor and draws aggro. So I should probably be looking to promote Eagle and Rook right now. But I don't like being low on supplies either. I don't know. I think I'll save up for at least one of Eagle or Rook. Rook can equip the thing I want him to equip once he hits level 4, so he only needs 1 level, while I think Eagle needs 2 levels to equip the really good equips we have for him. Can you save? Yes, probably. Give me silence. Nearly 3 hours pass silently as Eyvind plies his trade. Flesh slowly forms and closes across Ivor's torn frame. That is as much as I can do. He should make it. Thank you. The mender looks exhausted, leaning heavily against the bed. When was the last time you slept? Couple days ago. I'm okay. Just need to sit. Before you can catch him, the mender crumbles to the floor. And we're on chapter 5. 7 chapters of the game, but not a lot of really long ones left. We're starting to approach the end game. Oh, this is different. Mick. Your sight swims as if underwater. Memories fly away like startled ravens before you can capture them. With great effort, you remember who you are. Juno. You also realize that a monumental serpent is speaking to you, now. Your last certainty is that you died some time ago, and that it is about to happen again. Ooh, she's strong. Feels like it would be hard to hold off one of these serpents or this serpent. Frustrating. You are slow to understand the serpent. It speaks in a language that recalls very ancient memories of words you learned long ago. If you are not going to die, I suppose we must speak instead. Who are you? Now, I remember when I first saw this, I was, very curious, right? Like, this is clearly some powerful workings within the world. So I think I reloaded the save after to try different options, but I don't think you get particularly different things. My name is Juno. That's all I know about us. You are a Juno. It means nothing to me. Maybe I have asked the wrong question. What are you? What is your purpose? Sure seem like a mender. Could ask about the serpent. We'll say I'm a mender. Mender. Ah, Valka. Now the picture is forming. Do you not know me, Valka? Though your memory is still fuzzy, you're certain that you know nothing about an enormous serpent. What do your prophecies say? The gods gave you prophecy, fate, destiny. Is there no child coming to slay me with a magic sword? Are there no stars in the sky foretelling this disaster? Do you truly not know? Well, the gods are dead. I do have no idea what you're talking about. I will know if you tell me. I could say nothing. I will know if you tell me. We're gonna ask. We're gonna try to get some info here. Must the prophecy speak of itself, then? So be it. Listen carefully now, for I will give you a prophecy. I am the end. Do you understand? This world and this tapestry I would devour. It is my purpose. But I cannot. Instead, now comes a wall of night to consume your pitiful world. Wall of night, the dredge. Dredge? Stone men marching across a long bridge? No, it is darkness. The egg white that is turned black. I am meant to devour the tapestry itself, not idly witness the dusk smother this rock. I am incomplete, a worm crawling through a dung field. Because of you, who are you to take my destiny? What are you? So, what are we getting here? The serpent is supposed to devour the tapestry. That's what the serpent does. But something about Juno, or something related to Juno, has stopped the serpent, and instead, darkness, which might be connected to the dredge but might be different, is destroying the world when it's supposed to be the serpents to destroy. And it seems like not just the world, but kind of existence, the tapestry of existence. But instead, something else is happening, and the serpent blames Juno. Return what is mine. Your right to, consume everything. He's trying again. Juno's got good defenses. Eyvind. Juno, you're alive? She looks kind of hologram like this is like a projection of herself and her powers. You're alive. How? Where are you? Wait, where am I? Asleep, I presume, or unconscious. I am in Ridgehorn, I think. A serpent was trying to kill me. Now I'm talking to you. Time is moving strangely. I've lost swaths of memories. But I found you, for a short time at least. The serpent said something about a long bridge. So I took a guess. Yeah, feels like Einertoft is the good guess there. It came after you. We saw it at Einertoft. Are you okay? It tried to turn me to ash after we spoke. I'd be surprised if that's the last we've seen of it. It could tear the land apart or crush cities if it wanted. What do we do? It gets worse. A prophecy of the gods that I've never heard of. There are still prophecies out there. It was vague. Sounded like that serpent was supposed to swallow the world. Instead, some darkness or nothingness, some kind of darkness or nothingness, is seeping from the north. It devours whatever it touches. That would explain why the dredge are swarming on us like someone kicked an anthill. Yeah, if they're being driven from the north, right, this makes a lot more sense why they have come south when they hadn't before, or when they'd been driven away. Eyvind, are you in danger? You could say so. Bellower is here. The Varl are holding him off, but not for much longer, I think. Bellower the Sundr, why the immortal one? That is a bad Sundr to get. If you're going to get an immortal one. Not the ideal. Bellower, that is the worst of luck. I would have you come to me, but we will have to do this the hard way. Listen closely. I will return to Strand and find passage down the Red River. You must leave Einertoft and meet me in Sigrholm. Juno will never make it to Sigrholm. Bellower is about to overtake us. The Varl won't listen to a thing I find a way. Do whatever it takes. I will not be able to contact you again before Sigrholm. Go. And Eyvind. Yes? I love you. Well, that felt to me like a really important scene. Just saying. We're getting some plot now. The early game set up a kind of the world, right? We have the setup of the world, we have the setup of our two caravans. Then we hit the chapter that was just so much war, so much gameplay. The game really going into gameplay mode. But now with the destruction of Grofheim, with making it to Einertoft, the story is really starting to get moving, and in a way I find quite interesting. It is doing some vague things that, it's obviously got to keep information from us, but I think it does so very reasonably here. You've spent a lot of time next to him since he passed out. Just keeping an eye on him. It's not like that, Dad. He saved Ivor. He might save the rest of us. Can he hear us? He just moved. How long was I? You were out for a couple days. How do you feel? Juno, she's alive. I need to meet her in Sigrholm. Hold on, slow down. Who's Juno? She's my mentor, on the Mender Council. She contacted me. Contacted you how? She's not like most Menders. What happened here since I passed out? The Varl are holding the dredge back, just barely. Bellower has disappeared. Ivor is still out of it. Jorundur sent to Khan Luden and a couple hundred Varl away to Arborang. I don't know how long we'll be able to hold out here. Rook, I need your help. Take me to Sigrholm. Juno is going to meet us there. Sigrholm? That's got to be a week away at least. We do not have supplies for that. And just abandon Einertoft. Maybe, or no, I could destroy that godforsaken bridge myself. That would delay the immediate threat, but Jorundur will never agree to it. I need to understand a few things, Eyvind. We have a bunch of choices. I think we'll be able to go through all of them, so why won't the Varl King destroy the bridge? I can't completely understand it myself. The last time I mentioned it, he made his mind very clear. He'll let the city and the rest of the world fall before that damned bridge. How would you collapse that bridge by yourself? Not by myself. I could blast it apart, but this bridge wasn't made to fall. It'll take time and concentration. That's why I need your help. And the Varl will try to stop me. It could mean holding off both the dredge and the Varl. What to do about Bellower? I can't stop him, but I believe Juno can. That's why we need to go. We could just leave. And let the Varl die to give us a head start. It's not my first choice. I've done everything I can on my own. What is going on around here? That serpent, Bellower. Look, I know things are... It's a long story. How well do you know history? We're from a small town in the woods. I'll keep it short. You know how men and Varl were made, the Loom Mother, the other gods. In the First Great War, the armies of Men and Devarl hated each other. They fought bitterly for land and dominance. Then, one of the gods created the dredge, and they were such a threat that unless Men and Varl set aside their differences, they threatened to wipe out both races. So they did. They ended the war, pushed the dredge into the north, and formed an alliance that has held ever since. The Second Great War began generations later. The dredge rallied their forces, defeated the Varl who watched the borders, and laid waste to unsuspecting settlements throughout the world. They were led by Sundr, powerful dredge warlords and weavers like Bellower. He was there in the Second Great War. Humanity was on the brink of extinction when the inner circle of Menders went forth and finally sent the Sundr and the dredge deep underground. For the most part, the dredge haven't tried to return since. Well, until now. Those Menders were called Valka. Juno wasn't there herself, but she's from their bloodline. So another great war has begun. If I didn't think the world was ending, it would be incredible. Ancient history is playing out before us. What about the serpent? That's another story. There's nothing in the Mender's libraries about that thing. Must have got something to do with the dredge returning. That seems likely. I need time to think about this. I understand. Be quick, Rook. There has to be some way to. I can't believe the Varl would be so stubborn. Speak to Jorundur yourself. He's in the Great Hall. Maybe you'll have more luck. Or maybe he'll put your head on a spike. Rook, I hate to put all this on your shoulders, but I've got few friends here. Come to a decision quickly. Either way, we can't stay. We have to make it to Sigrholm. Juno will know what to do. It's a lot of faith in Juno here. And we have a split again, because everyone was here kind of in Einertoft, but now he wants to go to Juno. The option to destroy the bridge. We have the option to go to the Great Hall. Can't buy anything from the market. The option to leave without destroying the bridge. Look at the map. I'm curious about the map. I want to know where Arborang is, and I want to know where Sigrholm is. Because Hakan and company are going to Arborang. How far away is that? And Juno is going to Sigrholm, which they said was at least a week away. So we have Einertoft. We've been to Wormtow. That's where we met Crummer. Grofheim is up in the north. Sigrholm is to the south. Arborang is the human capital, right? Arborang. Yeah, I think this is the human capital. From humble beginnings to the eventual seat of power for the king. Yeah, so this is the human capital. So they're trying to hold that. I guess, technically, Sigrholm could be on the way, but it seems like we're really splitting up again. If we're headed there. I think I'll stop there for tonight. And yeah, stuff's afoot. Big events happening. And we have big decisions to make about the bridge. Big decisions.